Hey guys, what's going on? Tony here from the Koalition, and welcome to the Metal Gear Solid 5 S Rank series. We're going to start things off with the prologue chapter called Awakening. And I actually, just for your benefit, I skipped a lot of that bullshit from the intro. I just got right into the main gameplay portion. Now, getting an S rank on this is actually damn near, like, impossible to not get, even though my dumbass didn't get the S rank. So all you have to do is just play all this. The only critical part of all of this is actually the ending part, where you're kind of found, you know, pretty much the part where you have to face the guards. That's the only part that determines whether you'll get an S rank or not, because all you have to do before that is just basically just hold up on the D-pad. I mean, not the D-pad, on the analog stick. That's all you need to do. You just keep going up. Simple as that. But yeah, I kind of wish there was more to this than there is, but this is a pretty straightforward thing. The only thing that'll mess up your S rank is if you're spotted and stuff. And even then, if you get a bunch of headshots, it should mitigate that too. But, you know, I show you some of the quickest ways of getting around that. But that's not going to happen for another, like, 10 minutes. It's just a lot of this right now. So, hope you guys don't mind me just talking about random stuff here. Because, again, I'm just filling up time here. I'm almost questioning why I'm even doing this video. Not to sound, you know, like, negative or anything, but it's just like, wait, why am I really doing this? And then I figured, I'm like, hey, it's for the sake of completion. And, you know, and again, I didn't get the S rank on this the first time around, and I had to look up some videos to how to do it too. So this will probably help somebody out. So you know what, that alone right there, just the fact that this video will probably help somebody, that gives me enough of a reason to warrant creating it, because I easily could have just done a more edited version of it. But you know, that's not really fair to you guys. But I did, like, again, I did skip all that intro stuff. And the intro stuff, it's just everything you remember. It's just like the guy showing you your hand. You have to, you know, change your face around and all that other stuff. You see Quiet get burned, all that other stuff. But I was like, all right, let me just start from the beginning and just keep it simple. And, you know, as you see the video, Snake, he slowly but surely gains his ability to walk. I panned the camera there so you can see the Ground Zeroes poster. It's like, wait a minute, Snake, that's you, man. That's literally you. Now, it's interesting how, you know, this part of the game doesn't really give you much control, right? But it's still very, very tense. And it's mostly because you're so helpless. You can't really do much. And it just heightens up the tension. And it kind of makes me lament the fact that we're not going to have Silent Hills by Kojima, because just that terror that you feel just in this, imagine like an entire game. I mean, granted, you did play the PT demo, and that was ridiculous, but this part of the game actually has echoes of PT to me, which is kind of cool. I guess this is the most PT we're going to get, unless we just go back and play the demo. But again, right here, I'm just skipping all the cinemas, just showing you the actual gameplay stuff. Skip all that. Again, not really much to consider here. It's just keep going forward, keep going forward. But at this point in the demo, you move about as fast as you can. There's some stuff you can't skip earlier, like this. Like, I think you have to see them. Oh no, you don't. You can skip that. Okay, now here comes the first part where you have to. This will affect your S rank, actually, so you want to be careful here. So there are searchlights, and you're going to use the, you know, just stick to the parts in between the window whenever possible. And Snake isn't going into, like, cover like he should. He's just crouching. But yeah, getting spotted here will affect your S rank. This is why I'm kind of just hanging out for as long as possible. I don't know how he didn't see me there. Because, you know what, as a matter of fact, when I first did this, I actually did get spotted by that, so that's probably why I ended up, I don't know what the rating was. I got a B, I got a really bad rating. So yeah, you're getting closer to being optimal, but you still can't run that fast. Obviously, you saw how slow he was running there. But I do like the sense of progression, even in this small tiny part of the game where you basically just start off crawling, like crawling slower than a snail, and then, you know, slowly but surely you get faster and faster, and before you know it, you're able to run. You know, it's very satisfying because you just felt so helpless. Like, how am I getting out of this hospital? I'm just flopping around like a fish, basically. But, you know, Kojima, he's a master of that sort of thing. Matter of fact, you know what that reminded me of? Remember Metal Gear Solid 4, the whole, the part where you're just on your stomach and you have to, like, hit X a million times to crawl? Kind of reminded me of that. That was pretty crazy, too. Alright, we skip that. And again, for this part here, just hold up. Just, you know, basically just never let go up. And you can just, like, you know, muscle your way through all these people. Right there, you zoom in, it's like, hey, that's homeboy, Ahab, or whatever the fuck he called. Yeah, he's like, hey, that ass looks familiar. But no, it wasn't him. Ishmael, not Ahab. You're Ahab. That's Ishmael. I enjoyed this part right here, his motion capture. It looks pretty fun. Now, for this part, there's several ways to hide. You can either hide under the bed, which I'll show you now, because there's going to be some armed soldiers. You definitely don't want to mess around with these dudes. So yeah, you could hide under the bed. They won't see you at all if you just stay hidden, right? Or the riskier method, which I actually employed the first time around, and it worked pretty well. Because I was like, hey, they're going into each patient's little private area and shooting them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait, let this dude go in here. He kills the patient, right? And then as soon as I see him leave, I go in. Now, I actually stayed outside the bed, but, you know, that's pretty brutal. This poor guy's just sleeping. He just murders him. And yeah, he's just going to go around to every one of them, making sure everybody's dead. And Ishmael, he's up there. You can kind of see him hanging out. That's where I was at the beginning. But these guards are kind of stupid. It's like, you're not checking under the bed, really? Alright, so they're stalking. There's Ishmael. But again, these guys, they don't check under the bed. The most obvious place. They don't check under the bed. But better for us, you know. Dumb guards means we could get in and out fast, I guess. Right. And Ishmael has very good instincts. That's all I'll say about that. Yeah, right there, I tried to see if I could skip that cinema. It's not a cinema. This is actual part of the game. You have no choice. Yeah, so you can't really go any further than here, so you just have to do what the game does. I don't know why they didn't teach you the actual prone position, you know, press triangle here. Who knows? It probably would have been better, but it would have been a good place to teach you at least, but, you know, I don't know. I'm not a game designer. I don't know these things. I just play games. So right now, they're just going around shooting these dudes. You hear that meat? That's nasty, man. Brutal game. That guy has a freaking rocket launcher, too. Talk about overkill. Just to kill Big Boss. Yeah, skip that. You actually got injured during that cinema, so you press triangle to heal yourself. One thing I noticed, every time you heal yourself like that, you know, from a big injury, the screen has this, like, bluish tint for, like, a good minute. I don't know why that is. By the way, I find it funny how, you know, look at you right now. You're, like, really, like, skinny and stuff because your muscles obviously, you know, they didn't atrophy, but they just shrank because you've been in bed for 9 years. And then they're like, hey, yeah, we're going to get you out of here so you could go on to this mission in Afghanistan. Like, I think 2 or 3 weeks pass by and suddenly all your muscles are back. It's like, that's one hell of a training regimen. But then again, he is Big Boss, the legendary soldier. So, who knows? And speaking about that, because again, we're just filling up time here. Why is it that Big Boss is a quote-unquote legendary soldier, yet his stats are just A+? That's an elite soldier. You know, I find that very interesting. Like, there are actually elite soldiers in the game. They're S rank, but you are the elite soldier, and you're just A++ rank. Very odd. So, right there, Ishmael, he kills that dude, which is good for you because you get to take his handgun, and then the game teaches you how to shoot, which is very essential in this, obviously. Think about it, he says that, like, hold on the aim button. Could you imagine saying to someone, yeah, how do you aim a gun? Hold on the aim button, then press the shoot button. So you shoot that, and then there's going to be two dudes here. The thing is, Ishmael tells you to shoot the guy on the left, which is all good, but the thing is, from here, from that cover point, you can't even hit any of them. So you kind of have to get out a little bit. Actually, as I'm watching this video, I realized that I should have just clicked on R3. But if you shoot both of them in the head, it'll give you some points. I don't think I managed to shoot them in the head, but if you can, try to shoot those guys in the head so you'll get more points. And if you also can, try to avoid damage. You don't really need that because you want the silence gun. It's a lot better. And we're actually reaching the part of the video where this is the make or break moment. This is what will determine if you get an S rank or not. This section right here. And I'll show you why. Because dude down there, he sees you. See, he already saw you. So what you want to do is, if he sees you, which he probably will, just hang out for a little bit. Wait for him to move, as you saw him do there. Get up a little bit. Drop down. Crouch. And do not get back up. So just follow this winding little path here. It's a pretty linear path. You don't need to worry about, like, getting lost or anything. Just try to move as quickly as possible because you don't want to get seen, and your goal is the entrance here. Again, just move as fast as possible. Make your way there. And if you do that without setting off any alarms, that S rank is essentially yours. Like I said, it's a pretty straightforward S rank. The only problem is, you know, it just takes so long to get it. Yeah, your goal is always just go, 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 go to that exit, go to that exit. I got a little turn around in that part too. There it is. Once again, just keep going. Now, mission 46 of this game is all of this again. The only difference is this one has a shootout. I don't know if this determines your S rank or not, the shootout you're about to see here, because you're on rails the entire time and you can't really do anything different other than just shoot the enemy. So I don't really know, but I'm going to say if you could get past that part, again, if you could get past that part without getting spotted, you know, triggering any alerts or whatever, that S rank is essentially yours. This part right here is just totally on rails. You can't really do much. The only thing I suggest is whenever that thing turns red, the instant it turns red, shoot. Don't kind of wait. In this video, I kind of wait. He gets a lot closer than I wanted. Right there, I took damage, but again, I don't think you can actually help that at all. Pretty fun part with a cheapo shotgun there. By the way, I haven't actually used, like, I've been playing this game for over 230 hours. I've never used a shotgun in the game except for this part. I've never used a shotgun. I've never used a shotgun or a machine gun, which is, that's one of the things about the Metal Gear games. It's like they give you like hundreds of guns, but since they encourage stealth, you don't really use most of them. Like, I stick with one or two lethal guns I like, but other than that, I don't really use, like, this may sound like an exaggeration, but it really isn't. I don't use maybe 95% of the guns they give me in any Metal Gear Solid game, which is weird to say, but that's just how it is. But for the people that, you know, do like having a million guns, it's good for them, obviously. Right there, he will shoot you, but I don't really think you could do much. Yeah, it's easy for you to say. No, we didn't get him, actually. He's still there.
We shook him off.
No, you didn't. But yeah, like, again, they give you a zillion guns and you never really use any of them. But if you're one of those guys that just likes to go in all guns blazing, then I'm pretty sure you appreciate having 1,000 guns to experiment with. Right here, he gets really close because I'm aiming. And also, he, for some reason, doesn't react to my shots there. I've never seen him get this close before. But that's pretty much that. So, yeah, again, it's a relatively easy S rank to get. You don't need to do much. Just make sure those guys don't see you. And that's pretty much it, people. Thank you for watching and, all that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys, find it useful. Tony, I'll see you next time. Later.